Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. I could see it coming. Perez recalls clues to Eala's breakthrough. Alexandra Eala's Miami Masters campaign was one for the record books. The 19-year-old Filipino wildcard unexpectedly surged into the semifinals, becoming the first teenager to achieve this feat in Miami since Victoria Azarenka in 2009. Eala upset Jelena Ostapenko, Madison and Iga Swiatek throughout the tournament, becoming the second wildcard, alongside Elina Svitolina at Wimbledon 2023, to defeat three Grand Slam champions at the same WTA event. Australian doubles no one Elina Perez, who hit with Eala in Miami, was like many surprised by her groundbreaking run, but perhaps less so in hindsight given what she'd seen from the rising star in practice. We get the first day just before she played her first round of singles. Perez recounted on this week's episode of the Sit Down podcast. We were doing a lot of cross-court shots. She wanted to work on her forehand, and I was like, oh, this is fun, because it's lefty forehand to forehand, and we were absolutely crushing it. Podcast. Listen to Elina Perez on the Sit Down. I even have to toot my own horn. I was playing so well, and we were absolutely smacking it for long rallies, and I turned to Rennie Stubbs, and I'm like, damn, we're hitting the ball so well, and little did I know how well she was going to go at the tournament. But I look back on that moment of us hitting, and I think I could see it coming too. Eala and Perez share a mutual connection through former Portuguese player Maria João Kohler. Kohler served as Perez's coach between 2021 and 2022, and Eala was also coached by the former world No. 102 at the Rafa Nadal Tennis Academy in Spain, where she graduated in 2023. Perez sometimes trains at the Manacor facility. She trained at the Rafa Naval Academy, and my coach Maria used to coach her. So as we were playing ITF W25 and W60 tournaments, I hit with her quite a few times, Perez explained. She even asked to play doubles at one of the tournaments, and I said yes. In the end, her coach backed out, but we've hit maybe 4 or 5 times. After she beat Jelena Ostapenko, I was just about to go on and play, and I went over to congratulate her, and I took a photo to send it to Maria, because we do that every time I catch up with Alex. I'll take a photo with her, and I'll send it to Maria just as a, oh, we miss you kind of thing. Then when it blew up that she was doing so well, I posted it on X, just as like, if you're not on the bandwagon, you should be. Eala's Miami miracle proved that now is indeed the time to get on board and follow this ascendant Filipina star. I could coming. Perez recalls clues to Eala's breakthrough. For those who have closely followed the career of Eala, the announcement of her breakthrough into the WTA Top 100 might have been a moment of exhilaration, but it was hardly a surprise. As early as a few years ago, those who had worked with Eala, including her longtime coach and mentor, knew that she was on the brink of something remarkable. I could see it coming, says her coach, Perez, reflecting on the journey that led the 18-year-old Filipino tennis star to become the first Filipina to break into the prestigious WTA Top 100. She's always had that spark, that drive, and an unshakable belief that she could get to this level. And the way she's been progressing, it was only a matter of time before the world saw it too. For Perez, the achievement is not just a professional milestone for a young player under his guidance. It's the culmination of years of hard work, discipline, and a growing understanding of the intricacies of both tennis and the journey to greatness. But Eala's ascent was not an accident, and Perez is quick to point out that the clues to her breakthrough were apparent well before the rankings officially reflected her potential. A steady build-up, the early clues. Eala's rise to the top of the tennis world didn't happen overnight. Like most top-tier players, her journey has been a steady build-up of small wins, lessons learned from defeats, and an ever-expanding game plan designed to tackle the toughest challenges. Perez, who has coached Eala for years, often saw flashes of brilliance early on, moments when she seemed to channel the mental fortitude and maturity of players far beyond her years. One of the first signs I saw that she was something special was her mental resilience. Perez recalls, Alex would lose a tough match, and instead of letting it knock her confidence, she would analyze it, learn from it, and come back stronger. She wasn't discouraged by setbacks, she was motivated by them. It's this kind of mental toughness that has been one of the cornerstones of Eala's development. Tennis is as much a mental battle as it is a physical one, and Perez always knew that for Eala to break into the top 100, she would need to cultivate the mental resilience of the game's elite players. From the very beginning, he could see that Eala was willing to put in the work to achieve that. She didn't just play the game, she thought about it, dissected it, and used each experience as a building block towards something bigger. Technical growth, a game that evolved. In addition to her mental toughness, Eala's game has evolved in ways that were equally clear to Perez. Early on, she was a player with raw talent, a natural athlete with the physical tools to compete on the global stage. But raw talent alone is never enough to break into the WTA top 100. Perez knew that Eala needed to refine her technique, develop her tactical awareness, and become more adaptable on different surfaces. Her forehand has always been her weapon, Perez says. But it wasn't just about the power of the shot. She needed to work on the precision and placement, the ability to control points from the baseline. As the years went by, Eala showed a growing understanding of how to outplay opponents, not just overpower them. Under Perez's watch, she began to make better decisions on the court, not just relying on brute force, but developing a more cerebral approach to her game. Her forehand became a consistent weapon, her backhand more reliable, and her court positioning, especially on defense, improved significantly. What sets Alex apart is her ability to adjust, Perez continues. She understands that each match, each opponent, requires a different approach. That adaptability is something you don't always see in players her age, but Alex had it from the start. Perez credits much of this growth to Eala's unwavering work ethic and her willingness to evolve. While many players may find comfort in sticking to what works for them, Eala was always willing to push herself out of her comfort zone. Whether it was adjusting her serve or working on her fitness to handle the demands of professional tennis, Eala never shied away from putting in the hard work required to perfect her craft. The influence of Rafael Nadal. While Perez has been an integral part of Eala's journey, the influence of tennis legend Rafael Nadal cannot be overlooked. As a mentor and guide, Nadal has played a key role in helping Eala develop both her physical and mental game, particularly when it comes to playing on clay, the surface that has long been a hallmark of Nadal's career.